Hello guys, it's JB3966. Today's tutorial is a fashion freak makeup review, like recreate look. We're using the colors yellow from the Neon Brights palette, red for the lid from the Crystal Crush palette, and orange from the Face Dark Gem palette. And I'm using these MAC e.l.f. paintbrushes and some other stuff for applying. My eyelids already prepped. I concealed and powdered. Sorry. The first palette I'm going to go into using an Wet n Wild brush, and the Neon Brights palette I'm going into the shade right here, yellow.
And this, I'm placing it on the
transition color.
Because this is our transition color here.
Really apply right here because this is gonna smash your nose on the end. This color is very, like, the Neon Brights palette is more of like natural, so I'm not really getting that much pigmentation, and also I'm getting a lot of fallout. By the way, y'all, Happy New Year's! My second year on my YouTube channel. What a great year. What a great time to kick off the year. For some reason, I have this yellow because the pigmentation is awful. Sorry if I'm not looking at you guys because I need a mirror to see. And lighting in this bathroom sucks. And yes, y'all, I'm in the bathroom, not a studio. There's not that much money. And now I'm just blending. Then I grab a makeup wiper, wash on anything wet, and just clean outer V. You kind of see. It's kind of early in the morning. You can kind of see. Then I'm gonna be getting I'm gonna get a good brush for y'all. I'm gonna be using this pink. I bought this with a black. It was a pink brush set. I'm using this to smoke out the lower lash line, and I'm still in the shade yellow. They don't have a name, so I'm just placing that in my lower lash line, connecting it. Really smoking out the lower lash line. Then switch into this. Go back to the yellow.
Really connected.
And then using this whatever soft tool brush is really blending it. Then I'm gonna go with this. This is actually a nose contouring brush, but I clean it really good, and I like to use it to smoke out the lower lash line also because it's really good. And I'm going back to this. See, when I do my eyes, I always go back to this brush right here. It's my good one. Ooh, girl, I got wrinkles in my eyes. Okay. Now, I'm gonna do probably one eye for y'all, and then I'll do the rest of all this. Like, I'll show you guys how to do my eyeshadow, and then I'll do another video how the after look will look like, and then we'll be doing our base. Okay, y'all. So we're done with the Neon Brights palette. So basically, if you guys don't understand, I don't know how to edit. So basically, I'm just gonna do this eye for y'all, and then I'm gonna stop the video, and then I'm gonna do a new video on my base and how it looks after. Now going into the Tropical Dream palette. I love this palette because it has eyeshadow, but it's also blush. Probably switch to this brush. Now, in this palette, sorry, this all fell on this palette. This palette has 0 fallout. We're gonna go into the shade orange. Is that orange? Let me look right here. Now I'm using this type of brush, and I'm just placing this right in the outer V. So look right here, and I'm not gonna bring this color as high up as it did with the last one. And then we're gonna bring it up as high as so kinda. And now I'm just gonna blend this with the orange with the yellow. So I'm just gonna tap the color, that shade. And I love this palette because it's very pigmented. Like, very pigmented. If you guys want to know where I get my palettes from, just comment below. I will tell you now, go to the 99 store. I got this palette at the 99 store, and this satin palette, like, I seen this at Ulta once, because I also shop at Ulta, like, they love using their eyeliner. I won't get all in the pan, that's the only thing though. Blending. Then what I like to do, I always go back to the brush, I swear to God. Then clean up your outer V. And very careful. Just don't mess everything up. You can kind of see now I'm getting some pigmentation. This palette is very pigmented. And then I'm just gonna go over it with this brush. this shade is really meant, excuse me, this shade is really meant for the crease. So what I'm gonna do, oh, here it is. Use my, my Ulta Beauty crease brush right here, and I'm going into the shade orange still.
I'm just gonna work it into the crease, this shade right here. Just blending it along the crease.
Then I'm gonna go back, clear up the outer V. And then we're done with this palette. And then I'm gonna use this Crystal Crush. This is also new. Look at these colors, y'all. It's so freaking pretty, and I feel so weird because I have no nails. I just painted. Look at how pretty this palette is. I'm gonna do a whole makeup tutorial on just this palette, probably like tomorrow or something. Look at all these colors. The glitter feels weird, but I think we're gonna use the glitter. Or I want this to use Urban Decay palette to see how that is too. For the M Corner palette, liquid glitter. It's the Vice Urban Decay. I got that from Ulta. Okay. So begin with, we need concealer. So for this part, I'm gonna be using LA Colors Conceal Correct. It's concealer basically. Now this concealer is like this, so I apply it with this, and then I'm gonna be using concealer brush in MAC M43 or whatever the number is, and this is amazing for blending.
So I'm just gonna do this.
Sorry, I have allergies this morning. I'm using this to blend in that concealer. Oh my god, I can't breathe at this part. Literally, I cannot breathe at this part. So sorry y'all, but it's been a fat minute since my last video. I've been extremely busy. And just blend it. Okay, once the concealer is blended, the next thing you're gonna do, because I'm done, smoke out your lash line with the color orange in the tropical palette, because I almost forgot that. Legit. Real quick. So I'm gonna be using this brush again. Same thing. I'm placing it under, and then it's time to smoke it out. Yeah, I have done my foundation, so it might get ruined. At least we did it. And then, where's that? I'm gonna be going back to this, so we can get pigmentation. And I'm just gonna smoke out the lower lash line. Man, I have wrinkles. I can see it. Okay. Now I'm using this to really smoke out the lower lash line. Okay. Now we're officially done with this palette. I'm trying to hurry because we don't crease. Now it's time to go in the Crystal Crush shade. I wanted to show you guys this palette because it is super duper pigmented, and it's like a pretty reds in here. I'm gonna use this glitter red right here. What's this shade? It doesn't say. I get the palettes that have no shade, no like name or anything. I have no freaking clue why. And I'm just gonna put this right here on top of the lid. Oh my god, I was expecting fallout because it's red. You know how like reds can fall out? Well, this doesn't. Oh my god. I'm shocked. Yes, honey. And let me just come over here to really blend. It's coming out as a pink. It's like very like, it's like this makeup look right here. I watched Fashion Freak do this, but like I'm doing it my different way. She used like a bright red, I'm using pink, so I'm not totally copying her. It's like a pinkish red. Anyway, it's like a look. It's super soft. It's like this keeps like a everyday like look or something. It's kind of like a smoky eye. Yeah. This is what this look. This is what it reminds me of, like a smoky eye, because we're doing all the same sets, except we're staying away from black. You know. Then, to really be fair to my face, I'm gonna be using, what brush did I use? This brush. I'm going into this red right here to smoke out the lower lash line. This will really go with some pop. And then using this brush. Oh, that now my lower lash line is super hurt. Now when I do a bright color on the lid, my blush and everything tends to like go on, even my transition color. So what this might like to do, let's go back to the Neon Brights palette into our first transition color, which is yellow. And I'm just gonna go back over the transition color. And then give it a bit more on the building brush. I'm just gonna tap it as if Nikki Tutorials was here. Okay. And then once you've done that, whatever's left over in the brush is work your crease, honey. Then to the tropical palettes. Yeah. And then to the shade of orange again. Starting from the crease. We start from our outer V. And then we worked it. And then we worked it up. And then I'm going back to the pink. I know it's like redoing all over. It's just like a touch up. Think of it like as like that. Going back to the shade we used on lid, because now I want bye-bye. Look at this shit left. I wonder what shade we gonna do that. Probably the orange, because the tropical palette is really freaking hot and that's pigmented. Like sometimes when I go to the dollar store, I find like if you really look carefully, you will find one or two high-end products there. The dollar store will play. Sometimes they'll hide it too. And you just gotta really look and go through the whole store like a crazy person. See how I have like a fallout right here? Don't worry about that, boo. I got you. Don't even worry about that. I'm just gonna use a pink fluffy brush. I'm just gonna do that. I've already moisturized, but I'm probably gonna do like this eye off the video and do like a face mask and then do the face for y'all. Okay, so this is the final look. Oh wait, sorry honey, I forgot about the inner corner. I'm going back to the Crystal Crush palette and using my handy dandy, whatever this brush is, and for the inner corner. Look at this palette. I have two glitter things. I'm going to be using this shade right here that's unknown and unnamed.
And I'm just gonna place that shade. Right there. Then go back because this shade faded again. Wow.
Ooh. We can fix this, I believe.
On this.
There we go. No, you didn't.
Oh, yes, it did.
Oh, whatever you say. Now I'm going to the Vice Urban Decay. I'm using this.
And we're gonna do our inner corner.
I know at this point you're like, girl, what product are you using now? You're going all over the place. I know. I'm sorry. Now I'm just gonna clean up the outer V to make up like anything got.
Just a couple times I just use a simple like Q-tip.
And then, do we need? Yep, we do. Sorry, this one. I love this palette. I think it's not the brush. It's probably just this palette. Like this color.
I feel like it fades every time I do something to the inner corner. Just gonna,
And this, y'all, is your final look. Look at that in the corner. Ooh, honey, with some lashes, you know. I'll show you guys what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna do this on this eye, and then I'm gonna use Ulta Beauty eyeliner, jet black. Then I'm gonna use New York Length mascara. Then I'm gonna be using the Color Workshop liquid eyeliner. Look at this tip, y'all. I'm in love with my inner corner, everything. My outer wing, love it. And then let me show my lashes. Today's lashes are LA Color lashes. Oh, girl, that fell off. LA Color lashes. These are really freaking pretty. And this, y'all, is the end of the tutorial. Please don't forget at the end of this video, which is now, please subscribe and give me a big thumbs up. Thank you, and I hope to see you guys on the next one. Bye.